Bookish friends. Welcome to another installment of From Pages to Screen. In this video I'm going to talk about one of my favorite mystery novels and its TV series adaptation. Big Little Lies by Liane Moriarty. Big Little Lies is a 2014 novel written by the Australian writer Liane Moriarty. The novel made the New York Times bestseller list in the same year. The book talks about the lives of three mothers. Jane is a single mother who recently moved to the town with her son Ziggy, who is starting kindergarten. While she's on her way to the town, she meets Madeline, another mother with a daughter who has the same age. And our third mother is Madeline's friend Celeste, who's also sending her twin sons Max and Josh to the same kindergarten. These three women become fast friends. All three of them have their own problems. Madeline is resentful that her daughter from her first marriage is growing close to her ex-husband, new wife, Bonnie. And Celeste is physically abused by her rich banker husband. And Jane was raped and left to raise her son Ziggy by herself. And to make matters worse, many unpleasant things happen in the kindergarten. Big Little Lies has been generally reviewed and praised by the critics. It became the recipient of the David Award in 2015. Before stating my own views about the book, I found two reviews that fits with my thoughts. Janet Maslin of New York Times wrote, "A seemingly fluffy book suddenly touches base with vicious reality." And Carol Mamet of the Washington Post wrote, "It takes a powerful stand against domestic violence, even as it makes us laugh at adults whose silly costume party seems more reminiscent of a middle school dance." I certainly agree that the balance between humor and serious issues such as domestic abuse and rape were balanced very good. And it's also a murder mystery, which is something that I like very much. I was very impressed by Liane Moriarty's writing style and how the points of view of three different women differed, and how I became to care about all three of them, which is actually rare in a book. I of course had a favorite, which was Madeline, because she was the wittiest one in my opinion. But overall, the characters were very powerful, and even the side characters made their mark in the story. So that's why I gave this book 4.5 stars when I read the book, I think in 2017. Big Little Lies was adapted into a television drama series in 2017. It was created and written by David A. Kelly. It premiered on HBO on February 19, 2017 and concluded on June 9, 2019. It lasted for 2 seasons with 14 episodes. It was originally going to be a miniseries in which the season 1 will cover the book, but then a second season consisting of the events happening after the first book was added. Because the TV series was a smashing success, viewers wanted more of this story. The television series stars Reese Witherspoon, Nicole Kidman, Shailene Woodley, Laura Dern, and Zoe Kravitz as 5 women in Monterey, California. The male characters were portrayed by Alexander Skarsgård, Adam Scott, James Tupper, and Jeffrey Nording. And for the second season, Meryl Streep joined the main cast as Celeste's mother-in-law. As I mentioned before, the series was a big success. Its first season received 16 Primetime Emmy Award nominations and won 8, including Outstanding Limited Series, a directing award for Mark Well, and acting awards for Nicole Kidman, Alexander Skarsgård, and Laura Dern. The trio also won Golden Globe Awards, in addition to a Best Miniseries or Television Film win for the Big Little Lies. Kidman and Skarsgård also received Screen Actors Guild Awards for their performances. In From Pages to Screen video series, I compare the original work with its adaptation according to 4 criteria: faithfulness to the book, casting choices, acting quality, and my IMDb rating. The latter 2 criteria are of course more subjective. As for faithfulness to the book, I gave the TV series a check. The most important change was the change in location. The book takes place in Australia, while the series takes place in California. Although the atmosphere was very similar, actually changed some things. The relationship between Madeline and her husband was changed, and I hated that change actually. And the characters played by Zoe Kravitz and Laura Dern had more backstories than the book. And I really liked that change. Overall, I gave faithfulness to the book a check. For casting choices, I think the casting choices were perfect. Ages, the manners, the physical appearances, all of them I think fitted what I imagined them to be in the book. So the casting director I think did a fantastic job. For acting, if I could give 2 pluses, I would have given it 2 pluses because everybody acted wonderfully, especially Nicole Kidman. I never thought her to be very talented, but in this TV series she proved me wrong. She was incredibly good. And Alexander Skarsgård did his job very well. His portrayal was even more realistic than the character in the book. I think he embodied the character incredibly well. The other members of the cast were also very good. Reese Witherspoon is one of my favorite actresses, and she was also very good. Laura Dern was also a star of her own. Zoe Kravitz, Shailene Woodley, and Adam Scott also played very well. So the acting was phenomenal in this TV series. Lastly, I gave the TV series an 8 out of 10 in my IMDb page. Mainly because I was really annoyed by the change in the plot regarding Madeline's character. And she was my favorite character, as I mentioned before. So that's why it's not higher. Although I would advise everybody to watch this TV series to see how good Nicole Kidman and Alexander Skarsgård acted in their parts. This was my comparison of the book Big Little Lies by Liane Moriarty by its television series adaptation. Of course, I compared the first season. Please comment down below, did you read the book or watch the TV series, and what did you think about them? Also, if you're a new viewer, first of all, welcome. Please like and subscribe. Hope to see you very soon. Bye! For Turkish word of the day, I thought little should be the word of the day. Little means küçük in Turkish, and küçük is our Turkish word of the day. Have a good day!